Hey everybody, this is going to be a video of this GE Vortalex 10-inch desk fan, model FM10V41. This is the smaller version of this one right here, which is the FM10V43 that I have. And I've had that one for a number of years now, but this one I just recently got actually at the Lehigh Valley fan meet that I attended about a week ago or so, week and a half, and I got this one from a fellow fan collector, Jeff Jones, who he had a bunch of fans for sale there, a number that I actually wanted, and this one waited until the very end, and it didn't sell, and he just wanted it gone, I guess, so I said I'll take it, and now I got it. So, yeah, it's a really, really nice little fan. I've actually been using it every night while I sleep to keep me cool, because it's right next to my bed here. So, yeah, and it's basically the smaller version of that one, the FM12V43. Of course, that one I got at the Antique Depot, like 6 years ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago, for like $50, and I got this one for about the same price. So these two are they're like big and little siblings basically, but I really do like the little 10-inch one. It's got 3 blades instead of 4, as you can see on the 12-inch, and the cage is also a little bit different. This one is in the style of the older ones. They have this extra, these extra wires here that kind of make this pattern around the badge there. This one has the sort of later style badge that's just like chrome wires welded around, just in circles like that. This one actually was, I think, painted the same color as the base and motor and blades, but this one was chrome, of course. And, of course, the color of the fan itself is what I think, this is what GE called Seafoam Green, I believe. It's the same, pretty much the same color as that one. It may be faded a little bit differently, but it looks pretty much the same. If I turn the fan to this side, we can see that the motor housing, or the motor itself, is very small compared to that one. So there you can see that one's got a pretty beefy motor. That one's pretty small, of course, because it's a smaller sized fan. And everything is pretty much scaled down a little bit on this one. The gearbox, the oscillator knob itself, and on this one, the oscillator quote-unquote wheel is not a wheel, like on that one. It's just a little ratchet crank thing. Yeah, it's got a little thumb screw there instead of a wing nut, and the switch on this one is different. It's a toggle switch instead of the rotary switch like that one, and it's only 2-speed, of course, being a smaller fan. So it has 1, 2, and off, and then the tag right there. This one's a little bit different from this one as well, whereas this one has a black background with silver lettering. This one has a silver background with black lettering, and this one's badge is in much better shape. Catalog FM10V41, 0.7 amps, number 84. What does this one say? This one's number 94. Okay. I guess that's the patent number or something. Made in USA, of course. And I don't know what this discoloration around the base is. I'm assuming this was hung on the wall at one point in its life. Maybe this was just the paint that they painted on the building that it was hung in. I don't know. And then on the bottom, this one's base is the exact same as that one. It's got that sort of fabric, fiberboard material with the fabric stuck on the bottom of it, riveted onto the base. But yeah, and then of course the center of the blade hub has the Vortalex label there, which is very, very cute. That one has it too. Okay, so now I'm going to start the fan up on, let's see, let's do low speed. Sometimes likes to make that noise. I think that's actually the gearbox. Okay, it went away. So it's very quiet on low speed. And the thing that I like about this one is compared to that one's just really powerful on all speeds. But on low speed, this one's actually not too powerful. So I do use this one on low speed at night. Okay, I'm going to turn it up to high. It's still really quiet on high speed too. It's just really powerful. And the thing with metal bladed fans, in my experience, at least the cheaper ones, the blades make a lot more noise when moving the air. But this one, the Vortalex at least, the Vortalex blade design, is super quiet in moving the air. Very, very efficient. It doesn't sound like a jet engine. Alright, I'm gonna spin down from high, whoops. And I didn't give this one any oil when I got it, but I think Jeff did, so I may give it some oil, I don't know. But it seems fine. Spin down time may be a little fast, but I may just give it a little bit of oil just because. So now I'm going to engage the oscillator, and the way you engage the oscillator is you turn it clockwise until it tightens. So now I'm going to start it up from high with the oscillation. It has a rather fast oscillation arc speed, which I kind of like. Oh, and the other thing is the motor barely gets warm at all when it's running, or when it's been running for a long time. Like, I run this thing overnight, and then in the morning I feel the motor and it's like barely even hot to the touch. So it runs very cool, it's very efficient. I think that was the other one buzzing. The badge on that one is a little loose, I think. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna turn it down to low with the oscillation. Yeah, I've wanted one of these small Vortalexes for a very long time now, since I got the big one. And now I guess the only one I have left to find is the 16-inch one. Although I don't know what I'd do with that, since the 12-inch one is already pretty powerful on its own. I love this little one. So I'd like to get the matching 16-inch, the FM10V41 whatever. Okay, disengage the oscillator, spin down from low. It's probably going to be worse. It's obviously going to be worse. It's not that bad, actually. It's probably, these blades are pretty heavy. They're, well, not as heavy as this one. They're much thicker on this one. But also the blades are in, like, almost perfect balance, I think. Which is really, really, that's a good thing, because the blades are impossible to balance on these. They're just, I don't know what it is. They're just really hard. So it's very fortunate that they were in perfect balance. So, oh yeah, and it does have its original cord, and if I can find the cord that it's plugged into, where is it? Here it is. The original plug. Right here, it's a Bakelite plug. So, very cool. So that is about it for this video. That is the GE 10-inch GE Vortalex model FM, or catalog FM10V41 from around, this is probably from the mid-50s or so, early to mid-50s. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.